Ooh, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Dan in the building. We're here for another one, guys. Our Dallas Mavericks fall to the Sacramento Kings, man. 100 for 110. In a battle to the end, man. They folded in the second half, and we're here to talk about it, man. Here's my co-host.
Hey, what's going on, fam? This is your boy John. Go ahead and grab yourself something to drink. Sit back, relax, let it be known. Sport. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Man, a win that was looking promising the first half there, man.
Yeah.
Between PJ and Dinwiddie, they was hooping. They was hooping, man. Got up as much as 18 and folded. We folded in the second half, man. That third quarter, Sacramento went on a run, and just a poor job overall. Poor job from the players, poor job from the coaching. I believe we got away from what was working for us, and we started running offense through everybody. Like, we started running offense through Grimes, through the young kid Williams. Like, I don't know why he's trying to break down the defense, and of course he's turned the ball over. He's a rookie, but this is kid's decision. That's why I said overall it was a bad decision. It was bad coaching in the second half. It was bad execution by the players. I don't know why the ball wasn't in Spencer's hands, especially when the game got tied. Like, the game got tied and Williams came down, and now he's trying to make something happen. I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on here? And they was getting good looks out of the horns action. And, for our viewers that don't know what the horns action is, it's simply ball handler up top, and you have two defenders at the elbow there who are and the ball handler, simply makes the decision where he wants to go with the ball. And Dallas was essentially getting good looks out of that, as long as they was going to PJ out of the horns action.
Right.
But they stopped going to PJ in the horns action. Like, okay, cool. Then they started to post PJ up. You was getting good results out of that. You was getting a mismatch out of that. You went away from that. So everything that you had going for you, like, you just reverted and went away from. And you seen guys like trying to play like Luka, like the skip passes, that's not who you are. Like, and it ended up in turnovers. Like, you throwing these long passes, you getting all the way to the paint. Like, Grimes had a layup. He gets all the way inside the paint. He chunks it and turns it over. Like, lay the ball up, make them block it.
Right.
And I just thought they folded for those few reasons, and then another one, rebounding. Man, they got on our neck on the boards, man, especially the offensive glass. Gafford had a bad night tonight. I mean, besides the block shots he had, he really gave you nothing. And I was very disappointed in him, even when they went small. Like, I was looking for him to punish the glass, punish the paint. They even went to him a couple of times, and he either missed the pass or he fumbled the ball. And it was like, come on, man. Like, we're already shorthanded. Like, if you got a mismatch, we need you to exploit it. But I don't know, man. I don't know what Dallas do from here. I don't know, man. I don't know what they do. It's not looking good. It wasn't even looking good when we had Kyrie. Right? It was still close games. It was still games like we're trying to grind it out, trying to win. We're trying to hold out until Luka comes back. For those who don't know how important Luka is,
Ta-da.
you know, you lose to Portland, a game you should have won. You lose to Kings again, another game you should have won. You folded, start turning the ball over, and I believe that you probably could have won this game had you just took care of the ball. Had you just took care of the ball and made them play predominantly out of the when we in the first half. What made us successful? We made them play out of half court. But the moment we turned the ball over and they got to get out and run, and next thing you know, everybody got a rhythm now. Everybody got a rhythm. Fox got a rhythm. Malik Monk got a rhythm. Everybody's confident. And this is what happened when you let guys get out and get easy shots. And it's time for Jaden Hardy to go. Point blank period. It's time for Hardy to go. If this was any game that you needed Hardy to step up and to deliver or to show you what he got, the only two guys who really stepped up tonight was Dinwiddie and PJ.
That's it.
Which tells me everybody else is expendable. Which means that any one of those other guys can be on the trading block. Besides those two, because those two stepped up when there was not another star on the floor. They play well without being spoon-fed. They play well without having a security blanket like a Kyrie or a Luka. There is no security blanket. It's like it ain't nobody to fall back on when things get tough. The other guys, Maxi Kleber look like Maxi Kleber old. I mean, like he just chunking the shot up there, man. He ain't even shooting it, like he just chunked. I mean, first half looked good, man. I don't know, man, but it looked good primarily because of two guys. The second half, man, you just had nothing. I just don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what we do. We play the Rockets Wednesday. Hopefully some of their players get suspended. They had a scuffle. So I heard like 6 or 7 players got ejected from their game. So hopefully they got at least a 2-game suspension out of that. Me and Thompson slammed Hero down to the ground. They talking about 2 games for that.
That's cheap.
2 games for a body slam. So I guess word to the Mavericks, if you get into another tussle, just body slam them. You get less time for body slamming the guy. So, man, what was your thoughts, man?
Yeah, man. It's one of those games, man. We're down heavy hitters. Due to injury, things of that nature. And even then, it was still a game that we could have won.
For sure.
Especially the way we started out. Like I said, besides PJ and Spencer, nobody else it gave us nothing, man. I see too many 0 points for guys that play big minutes. When you got Maxi Kleber playing 29 minutes and 0 points, that cannot happen. That cannot happen.
That's poor.
That's piss poor. In that second half, man, we just folded, man. We went away from what was working in the first half, man. Playing through PJ was what was working. If they continued to do that, then they would have, continue to punish them like they was in that paint in the mid range area. But they went away from that. Kid didn't get them to go back to that. You had that rookie had the ball in his hand too much. Too much. He started turning that ball over. He started getting clumped up. It just killed the flow of the offense, man. I mean, we only had four players in double figures, but the other two that was in double figures is 10 points and then 11 points. And then the rest of them is 0-0-0. But Hardy had 8, but he was abysmal. He let the rookie take his minutes. Then you had Gafford, man.
He played poor, man.
He played poor. He didn't play with great IQ tonight. It just boneheaded plays, man. Boneheaded fouls. I don't know if his head wasn't just in the game or what, but
the rebounding, man. Like had he controlled the boards,
he was always out of position.
I mean, he was in good. Like the last one he picked up the 5th foul. He had Sabonis in great position. Sabonis was on his back. All he had to do is drive Sabonis back.
Right.
Like you're in position already. Just box him out.
No, he let Sabonis drive him up under the goal until when it's time to go for the rebound, you under the goal. Got too far under there, and it went right up your arm. Stretch arm there. But man, this
and some of the Sacramento Kings fans or whatnot, they're happy for the win, of course, because they've been on a losing streak.
Right.
But they was like, kind of torn between two because they did beat our bench.
Right.
I think we had one starter, and that was PJ. We had one starter.
Rest of them is bench and rotation.
Rest of them are bench players. Rest of them don't even play. Like Gortman, them they don't play.
Williams
don't play.
Powell hardly ever plays.
Well, if we healthy, he don't play. So like you played a lot of guys who not in the rotation, and you played a lot of guys who were bench guys, and y'all beat us by 10. And it pretty much came down to the last minutes of the 4th quarter.
Facts.
So like as Sacramento, I wouldn't be ecstatic about the win. I'd be happy. A win is a win, but I'd be happy. I wouldn't be happy about my team, how my team looks, because Sacramento, you guys look terrible.
Right. Because if we had just one of our,
if we had Najee, we'd have won.
We would have won. So that's how close it was.
Oh God dang it! We had Lively, not Dawkins.
Clay.
Clay. We just needed some guys who are used to playing in high pressure moments. And we just had a bunch of young guys who aren't used to playing in those type of moments. And they made a ton of mistakes. And you had to put the ball in the hands of guys who aren't used to having the ball.
Right.
Not in that type of moments anyway. So
yeah, Grimes, he started to shoot it too much instead of getting it back to PJ or Spencer and letting them work and play off of that.
I think that's more on the coaching.
It is.
Because you don't have a legit floor general out there. So you have to call the action that you want going down the floor. Right. Like I give credit to Doug Christie. Like he called the action he wanted going down the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't let just Fox and them just go down and just play ball. Like, no, we're gonna run this.
Yes, right.
He gave hand signals each time down the floor. And Kid just sat over there just rubbing his eyes like he can't wait to get to bed.
Well, he's used to either Luka or Kyrie just setting everything up. That's what he's used to.
I mean, normally Luka calls the action. He comes down, you'll see him, he'll do this or whatever, or Horns action, or if they're going to run Spain action or Chicago, they run these different actions, it's primarily Luka that's going to call them. Like Kyrie don't really even call actions. Like Kyrie just kind of plays.
He creates. He just.
Yeah. Like they don't run a lot of actions, but when Luka's there, he runs a lot of actions.
Yeah.
And people don't understand how important it is to run so many actions because it keeps the defense off balance.
Keeps them guessing.
And so the reason why I said I didn't know where we was going to be or how we were going to maneuver this. Okay, if Kyrie comes back and play, we still need Lively. Like people finally get a chance to see how important Lively is. Not just ability, just sheer IQ. Just how smart Lively is as a kid. He's just a kid. He's 20 years old. Not even legally he can't even drink. Right?
Or get in certain clubs. Yeah.
Or get in certain he's a kid. But he's so smart as a basketball individual of just knowing where to be and how to be there that you take for granted until he's out a couple of games and you're like, dang, Gafford. Like on the defensive side, if it is not a block, Gafford is pretty much none void. Like Fox hit a 3. Okay, Fox got it going. They come down to the screen for Fox. Instead of him showing and hedging on the screen, he sinks back and he plays drop coverage, gives Fox another 3.
Just low IQ.
It's low IQ. Versus if there was Derek Lively would have stepped up,
took
away the 3.
Yeah. Make him move the ball.
So you miss those type of things, those type of actions. You miss the leadership of Kai, you miss the leadership of Luka. Like Luka would yell at you if you don't step up. Like, Luka would have turned around and probably cussed him out. Like, like, hey, you have to step up on that. Like, if you got a shooter, like he would do that stuff against Steph Curry too. Like when we play Curry, Gafford would sink in. It's like, bro, why are you sinking in? Like he's not coming in there.
The best shooter in history, you're
like you're guarding nobody. Like it's what coaches would call no man's land.
No man's land. Yep.
Like most coaches, for those who have played competitive sports, you probably heard your coach say, I would rather you be aggressive in the area than you to be in no man's land.
No man's land. Yep.
Especially if you play basketball. Coach will yell his lungs out if you're in no man's land. So that means like if you're gonna step up, ready to challenge. If you're gonna trap aggressively. Don't trap soft.
Don't trap. You creeping into it.
Like you've seen certain things like that, like the end of the game, right? Dallas cut it to 8. Kid is saying trap,
and Ace in there.
Omax runs up, soft trap. He breaks the trap, gets the ball inside for a layup. Had he trapped hard, you could have forced a turnover, or they would have to call a timeout.
Facts. And more than likely, with who was on the court, they would have gonna turn that ball.
They was gonna turn the ball over. You would have had a fast break, possibly cutting the game to 6. Now it's a whole different ball game. Now it's a 2-possession ball game. Now they got to try to put the starters back in to try to close the game out. And you still have 40-some seconds. You come down, you play good defense. If you get a stop, now it's a whole different thing now.
Facts.
But that's just having IQ, like just having IQ. You can win a lot of games just being smart, man. Just being smart. And that's like one of the things that I took away, like growing up watching the San Antonio Spurs. Like they wasn't freakishly athletic. They wasn't even freakishly talented like that. They just were smart. They knew their bread and butter. They knew how to get to it. They knew how to take advantage of what you didn't do well. They just was smart, man. They just was smart, and they did everything with intention. I just was smart, man. Shoot, take this for instance. Even Powell play smarter, right?
Yeah.
And Powell don't have nowhere near the gifts that Gafford has.
Mm-hmm.
He's not big as Gafford, not as tall as Gafford, can't jump high as Gafford, not as strong as Gafford. But he was just at the right place, just based off of IQ. Like just how the game is being played. I need to be here. I need to show here. Like DeMar DeRozan got a mismatch on the young kid Williams in a post, and I watched it. And Powell had Malik Monk in a dunker spot.
Mm-hmm.
Powell did the smartest thing. He showed help the entire way.
Mm-hmm.
As long as Malik Monk is going to stay in the dunker spot, he allows me to help.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Malik Monk was smart, he would have ran out to the 3-point line.
3-point line. Yeah.
It made Powell have to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
Do I stay and help and leave him open, or do I flood out to the 3-point line? But that's just IQ. An IQ person would have went all the way over to Malik Monk and let DeRozan play one-on-one.
One-on-one. Facts.
Like, that's what Gafford would do. And sources came out today and said that Dallas was linked to Bruce Brown of the Toronto Raptors.
For who?
For Jaden Hardy, and it's going to be lined with Jaden Hardy and Maxi Kleber.
How tall is Brown?
Let me look him up. Give me 1 second, guys. Bruce Brown height.
He got to be like 6'4", 6'5".
He's 6'4". But he plays with good IQ. Has championship pedigree. Has a ring. He just plays smart, man. He plays smart, and that's kind of what you want on a team that has championship aspirations. You want as many guys that can play smart. Like,
yeah,
you just play smart, man. Like, that's what makes Jokic so good. Jokic ain't freakishly athletic. He don't run fast.
And IQ win any day, man.
He's just smart. Smart. Luka, the same thing. Don't run fast. Ain't gonna jump high. Don't do that. He's just smart.
I'm gonna outsmart you. I'm gonna outthink you.
I'm just gonna outthink you. I'm gonna exploit what you don't do well. I'm gonna exploit it until I make you come trap me, or until I make you frustrated.
Either of the two.
You know, so like it's just an IQ thing. Like tonight, IQ, just IQ. Like just IQ thing, man. Clay ended up getting sick.
Yeah.
Which is understandable because of the different climate changes you're going through. You're coming from the driest desert up into the cold of Portland. You're up in the mountains up there in Portland and Sac, and it's 40 degrees in Portland, and it might be 80 degrees in Arizona. So, and you know, you're on this, you know, this rugged, you know, thing they've been having us on, man. So I don't know, man, but I do know that Nico is gonna make a trade. I don't know when the trade is gonna be, but I know that there's going to be a trade. To solidify this team, and right now, out of the guys who play tonight, the only guys who are safe to me is PJ and Dinwiddie. I would even trade Gafford for the right thing. If it was the right decision, we would even trade him.
Whoa.
I would even trade him. take it. I know it's gonna burn people up. The reason why I'm saying it,
I couldn't even find it.
I like Gafford. Gafford doesn't play smart, right? Gafford has one mentality, and he plays hard, but he can play hard and dumb. So he's the same guy that would, if he catches the ball off the pick and roll, if it's 3 guys in the paint, he's still gonna go up and try to shoot it. He's not open,
That's how you got one of them offensive fouls.
right? It's a guy butt naked in the corner.
In the corner.
Grimes was wide open. He makes the pass, it's likely a 3, right? At that time, they was up 3. You tie the game. Off sheer IQ, just sheer IQ, not skill, just IQ, just understanding. Man, it's 3 guys in here. Somebody's open. Like that play there, Derek Lively makes just IQ, just understanding. Man, there's 3 guys in here.
Somebody's open.
One of my teammates got a better chance of making a shot than me trying to power through 3 guys. And so that's why I said what I said. It's just an IQ factor. Now, of course, you can hide a lot of things when you have Luka and Kyrie, right? They can make those guys look amazing. But tonight, when you remove Luka and Kyrie, you really see who's smart and who's not smart. Because tonight you had to be smart. If we had a lot of IQ people, we won this game.
Yeah,
we'd have won it. Like including a high IQ coach, like we'd have won it. Because in this game, you go down with Dinwiddie and PJ. You just go down.
Facts.
If we lose, we
got
lose.
You got them with them.
We lose with PJ shooting shots. We lose with Spencer shooting shots. We do not lose with rookies driving the paint, turning the ball over. Like it just is what it is, man. Second game in a row, man. We're trying to stay afloat. I figured that Kyrie was going to sit out because he played a back-to-back. I knew Kid was going to do it to be petty as well, because Kid is pissed off about the traveling schedule. And tonight was a televised game nationally, NBA TV.
NBA TV, yeah.
And Kid has already made the discussion of, if you're going to keep doing this to my team, national games, I'm just going to sit guys.
Yeah. Especially as early in the season.
And so Kid did it to be petty. He just sat him. Oh, Clay's sick today. Okay.
And neither one of them was on the bench.
Nobody's here.
Facts.
I already flew him back out.
They're back in Dallas. By the time we finish there, they're already in Dallas. They're at their homes.
So you have that. And I kind of figured, because at first it started off with Kyrie. I think he was probable, or he was questionable. When they said questionable, I said he's not playing.
He's not playing, yeah.
Because I said Kid gonna be petty because he's pissed off about the travel. Because you go from Phoenix, then back to back, you got to fly all the way up to Portland. You took a 1,000-mile trip on a back-to-back. And then normally on a back-to-back, normally you get 2 days off, sometimes 3 days off. We got 1 day off.
They and go right back into it.
And went right back to play. Like, that's sick. Like, I hate to call it intentional, but it's sick. Because when we was doing our show on the last game, I had said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna play Tuesday," and John was like, "No, we're gonna play Monday."
Monday.
And the reason why I said Tuesday because normally when you have a back to back, especially when you're traveling on the road, they normally give you a couple of days off from a back to back. Just professional courtesy, right? You're on a back to back, you're on the road, you get 2 days to relax. I think that pissed Kid off. We just had a back to back, and then we have 1 day off, and that's basically for traveling. So it's basically like another back to back when you consider you have to travel. Like it's not like you're at home.
And not just a couple hours. You flying 1,000 miles to the next city.
And so it's almost like you had a triple header because you play Phoenix in Phoenix, you fly to Portland, the next day you play. And then now you got to fly to Sac and play Monday, which was like you had games back to back, back to back.
And then on Wednesday, we got to fly to Houston from Sac. Well, I mean, we can come home, but then we still got to go fly to Houston the next day. But they may just go straight to Houston from there.
You gotta do that. So it's like the rest factor is just not there. And so I know Kid did it intentionally of saying, I'll take my chances of trying to beat them with this versus kind of running Kyrie in the dirt and
risking injury.
Risking injury, running Clay in the dirt. They're both older players, and you're running them in the dirt. You play Phoenix back to back, play Portland, and then the rest of your Sunday is used for travel because you got to travel to Sac.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been a hideous, man. But we should be playing Houston without Jalen Green and Amen Thompson.
I hope so.
Because they're supposed to be suspended for the altercation. They was fighting.
Tussling out there.
So Amen Thompson slammed the guy, then Jalen Green jumped in it and he was wrestling on the ground. And I don't know who else on the Houston Rockets will be punished. I don't know if the coach will be punished or because he got tossed and
don't hold your breath.
But I would be shocked. When I heard the games that they would probably be suspended, I was like, what? When I heard that, when I heard, 2 games, I'm like, what? So, but it is what it is. We know how things go with certain teams.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
what's going on, Kenny, man?
What up, Kenny? So man, you have that, and it's been it's another fight that happens. I don't know if this is a push by the league to try to help the ratings.
How is that gonna help the ratings? And we're doing all the traveling like this.
Well, it ain't trying to help us. I said the league. They can give 2 hoots about the Mavericks. The Mavericks travel schedule has been crazy all year.
This is crazy.
Like our travel schedule has been hideous.
Wait a minute. So go for sure. Wait a minute.
So look at this. Peep this out. Peep this out. Peep this. Peep this. This is crazy, guys. The Houston Rockets play Sunday. They don't play no more until Wednesday till they play us. So the Houston Rockets got Monday, Tuesday off. 2 days off, and it's not even a back-to-back. They play Friday, Sunday. They don't play no more than Wednesday.
You mean Houston?
Mm-hmm. The team we play next.
Yeah. And then from there, we have one game at home.
And then after they play us Wednesday, guys, guess what? The Rockets don't play no more than Friday. You can't make this stuff up, man. It's not a conspiracy.
Check this out. So after we play Cleveland, we play Memphis at Memphis on the 6th. Then we got a back to back against LA. Then we turn around and play Thursday against Portland. And then Sunday against Denver. It's like, bro, it's like we can't get no more than a day in between
They used to give you 2 days, man. They used to give you 2 days off of back to back.
after back to back. But now it's they doing at least for Dallas, they just doing a day.
And we got such a tough schedule in January. It ain't even funny.
Man, you ain't lying, bro. You going through the gauntlet.
That's why I said in the beginning, if people don't understand, like I was like, I don't know kind of what we do from here. Trying to weather the storm while Luka's out.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think
I think
he's never been out this long. So
not for a month. Like we missed him for a couple of weeks, but like not a month at a time.
yeah.
But I think we can if we can get everybody back, and he's the only guy out. You know, you can get a Najee back, and then get a Lively back. And, um, like we're gonna need Lively for Houston, man. Like, cause Shangun gonna make
Mm-hmm.
he gonna make what's called look stupid, man. He gonna
Yeah.
make Gafford look stupid.
Gapper gonna foul out.
Like,
Single Gapper gonna straight foul out.
so it's just the more guys you can have in your starting rotation, man, it's just gonna be better. Gafford plays better off the bench.
Yeah.
If you can get Lively back, who's the starter? Of course, you'll have PJ, and if you can get Clay and Kyrie back, now you got 4 of your starters,
Yeah.
and now you're just filling in at that space. And please fill in with Grimes. Like let Spencer come off the bench. But man, the Mavericks need to make a trade. It's not Dyer's need, right? It's not like the sky isn't falling, but we're also in an unbalanced situation right now,
Yeah.
and so um, the Lakers have made a move. They have picked up Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, not Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith. Was
Dodo.
was part of the big trade, and the Lakers sent out D'Lo. The Laker Nation, they have
Boy,
a unsettling hate on D'Lo.
boy, they so sick of D'Lo. Boy, they was sick of him.
But I don't think I don't think Dorian is all in all what they needed. He's going to help the situation, you know. I don't think he's all in all what they needed. What they really needed was a 5 guy. Like
Yeah.
you need to move AD out of the center position.
Put him at the
You
4.
can get more out of him playing power forward. Like you should have went and got a 5. Like had y'all made that move and went on and got Walker Kessler, or you went out and got Valanciunas, who's probably a little cheaper to get, a little bit more attainable. But you need a 5, man. You just need a 5 guy, man.
Yeah.
The Lakers do. They need a 5 guy. They needed a move like Dallas made, where you got a 5 and a wing and a 4 kind of guy,
Yeah.
a forward. Um, that's kind of what they needed. But Finney Smith is he's a good, very very good wing, a very good perimeter defender. Not as good down low. So um, not good off the dribble. He can spot up and shoot though. So you guys could get frustrated with that. But he plays hard every night, man.
He's
And so
reliable.
he's reliable. You know what you're gonna get out of him. But he's good with guards. So if you want him to play really good defense, put him on a guard. I mean, hopefully Dallas can do something and go get Cam Johnson up out of there.
Boy, come on. Come on, man.
Hopefully, go get Cam Johnson up out of Brooklyn, man. Let's clean them out, man. They want to get rid of everybody. Let's go ahead and clean them out.
Come on, man.
And then trade Gafford for Nick Claxton. Let's go and do that.
I'll take it.
Let's go and do that right there.
Yeah, it look like the Nets is doing a fire sale right now, so we need to get in on that.
The Nets don't know what to do. They going down the route where they're trying to collect draft picks and things of that nature. And it don't do you no good, man, if you don't pick well, or if the draft is sorry, it don't do well, man. They had a good thing and they didn't do what they needed to do to keep it. They got KD, they got Kyrie, and then you went and got James Harden, which you didn't need. If you got KD, Kyrie, build around those two. You had a center in this Claxton, which was good. You're good there. But go and fill in the wing spots.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if they had a win and got a PJ Washington?
But tough.
So we'll see, man. I think Kyrie will be back Wednesday. I think Clay should be back. But we need a holistic doctor, man. We need to get our team immune system up. Their immune system is low.
It's all that traveling, man. All the air miles, man. The air miles add up.
Guys are sick. I'm surprised they hadn't announced the suspension for the Houston Rocket players like they did Dallas. We got it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably won't announce it till tomorrow, or whatnot. To the Sacramento Kings fans, man, good win, guys, but I wouldn't be happy with this, man. Quite honestly, man, I think y'all need to make a trade, man. Y'all need to go ahead and trade DeMar DeRozan.
They not though.
I know y'all not gonna make a trade because y'all ownership is GM ownership is poor. We know y'all character. So we seen that. The rookie B. Williams played 20 minutes, got you 10 points. Maxi Kleber played 29 minutes, got you 0 points.
Over.
Gafford only gave us 6 rebounds. Quentin Grimes had more rebounds than Gafford.
Man, ain't nothing else to say about this, bro. It's just
it is what it is, man. It's one of those games, man. We were shorthanded, but hopefully we can turn the tide, man. Wednesday we play the Houston Rockets. We play in Houston. So I need them to win that because I stay down in the Houston area. So I need to be dealing with that. But we'll be here, man. We'll be here ready to lock in with you guys, man. On that game there, man. Did it on everything. Peace out, man.